Tom from Roller, just leaving my house to pick Luke up on our way to the Marshall factory for a little cheeky tour.
And that's me stepping out my humble abode at about 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah, there's the moon, the sun coming up, beautiful.
Yeah.
This is Luke here in Greg's at the service station, stirring his coffee for what seems like an age.
Yeah, I had to make sure the sugar had gone through the froth, make sure the bean wasn't burnt. Shout out to Jim Skin.
Come on, lad, seriously. Taking the mick.
Yeah, you never know in these places, man.
Cheeky sausage roll before we get there.
Having a scran.
Here it is.
And then we got there and it was an absolutely cracker of a day.
Blue sky.
But what happened was we got there and they told us that there was a power cut that had just happened moments before we arrived.
Typical Roller fashion.
But we cracked on anyway. So we weren't sure how much of the factory we'd get.
They were just showing us around some of the cool lamps they've got.
All the memorabilia, all the prototypes, anything that's ever been made, or signature.
A few pedals as well there.
Some metal guitars from Slayer and Megadeth.
They had amps that Sabian used at the Leicester gig, didn't they? They were
Yeah.
all signed by the boys. That's me looking at some amps.
That's one of the motorbikes that they had, the Marshall motorbike. It's also got a speaker on the side of it.
Mega.
Which I'm pointing to.
That's Paul Weller's amp, signed by the mod father himself.
Yeah.
And Sex Pistols signature there, Jonesy.
Yeah. And a Jeff Beck one.
Eric Clapton's there as well.
And that's Lemmy's signature bass amp as well.
This is the amp used in the Spinal Tap movies that go to 11. They sponsored MK Don's footy team, so there's some signed shirts as well. And this was inside the factory now.
Yeah, they started showing us round and showed us how they were actually assembled.
About to show us inside one here.
I think this is a JCM 800.
Yeah, God knows what's going on there. Like.
For all you nerds out there. And this is the original coffin logo taken from an actual coffin. Power came back on and all the staff started walking in, wondering what we were doing there.
These are just some Celestian speakers.
This is the quality control room. Every single amp in the factory goes through this room and they make sure that it's good to go. By this point we were at the finishing room. This is where everything gets coloured and wrapped. And by this point we were at the studio.
With a bar.
With a bar. And this was a Neve original desk.
Loads of amps for the artists to use when they're recording there.
Yeah, this is a bit of a pre-production room / recording room. And that was pretty much the end of the day. Yeah, so thanks to Jason and Paula from Marshall for inviting us down, and for Jeff for doing the tour. The absolute mega day, so thanks for that.
See you next time.
Bye.